right, hello your state, hello Nigeria. Welcome to The Agenda, that program that puts the issues on the table without fear or favor. I am Chike Ubogu. I'm coming to you live from the Dominion Broadcast House, Yagoku, here in Ibadan, the capital of Oyo State. Today we're talking about the matter that is on every tongue, from Okeogun to Ibarakba, from Ogbomoso to Oyo Town. The PDP factional crisis and where Governor Seyi Makinde's bloc stands as we head into the 2027 gubernatorial election. We have in the studio the Oyo State People's Democratic Party Publicity Secretary of the Governor Makinde's bloc, Michael Ogunshino. It's good to have you in the studio this morning.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chike. It's always a pleasure being on your show. And for the avoidance of doubt and purpose of reiteration and tautology, I want to make it clear this morning that there is nothing called the Seyi Makinde bloc in the PDP. I am the policy secretary of the PDP in Oyo State.
But the chairman of your party, that's where we want to start with now, because that should provoke our conversation this morning. Now, the chairman of your party has not been recognized by the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC. INEC has recognized Abdulrahman Akinyosho as the chairman of the PDP in Oyo
Which is
State.
Completely a travesty and something that is very disturbing.
So
which makes no sense.
So
You're not
I'm
in order,
discussing
actually.
with you based on INEC's recognition.
You're not in order.
Okay.
Just like INEC is not in order.
Okay.
So let's look at available fact before us and let's speak to perspectives so that people listening to us can really understand what is happening.
Okay.
Now, don't forget that just recently, not too long ago, ADC said that the reason they did not, INEC said the reason they could not recognize any faction in the ADC is simply because, ADC is in court, right? So there are pending cases before the Federal High Court that has not been concluded. And as such, and because of that, they cannot recognize any of the factions until the court cases have been concluded, right?
Okay.
Now, so PDP is currently in court. Why is INEC recognizing a particular faction? Labour Party is in court, Supreme Court. Why is INEC recognizing a particular faction? In fact, apart from ADC, every other major party, including the ADP, is in court. And INEC is recognizing a particular faction. So if you have said that, with ADC, because you are in court, we want you to finish all of your court processes. You know that you're in appeal court. We have notified you that we are in Supreme Court. So we should have just waited for us to actually finish the entire legal process and litigations before we decide to recognize a particular faction. So what happens tomorrow? As I speak to you, we have hearing today at Supreme Court. Today, it's just ongoing as I'm speaking to you. Okay. What happens next week if Supreme Court then says that no, the Ibadan Convention is valid, Turaki is national chairman? Okay. Why? So what has just happened is that it brings question to the credibility. Right.
Yeah.
So what has happened now? It brings huge question to the credibility of the electoral umpire.
Okay.
Serious credibility issues. Because how can you change rules in two similar situations? How can you? Exact situation. What happened in the ADC is happening in the PDP. Why do you have to recognize a particular faction and say you are not recognizing anybody? It makes no sense. But it looks to me that it is what is happening in INEC is the voice of Jacob, but the hands of Esau.
But let me just put it straight to you.
Yeah.
That till next week or anytime the judgment is given by the Supreme Court, as at now, INEC recognizes a particular executive in Oyo State as a PDP executive. You do agree with that?
Well, not in Oyo State, but national level, yes.
Even in Oyo State?
No. I've spoken to an ex-chairman in Oyo State. We're on the same page. We have a Congress in this place. And that particular Congress has not been declared null and void. And nothing has happened to the Congress. There's no contention about leadership of the PDP in Oyo State.
Who is the leadership of the Congress, the national leadership, when you had your Congress?
Damagum.
So now INEC recognizes a particular leadership right now, Abdulrahman, the Abubakar in Abuja. Yes. So they held their own Congress in Oyo State, and they produced a chairman, Abdulrahman Akinyosho, who was a former caretaker chairman in Oyo State, now a substantive chairman.
So let's speak to actual facts too. And Mr. Chike, you've known me for years.
Yeah.
And you know that I've been doing this for quite a long time, over a decade now. So I've served as the Assistant State PR of the PDP. I saw my tenure as the state youth leader of the PDP, right, for 4 years. And currently, about a year ago, I became the substantive spokesperson of the PDP in Oyo State, which means I've been very involved in leadership of this party from 2017 till now. My brother, I have never at any particular point encountered any Abdurrahman Akinsho. When I was youth leader, I went to virtually all the local government awards that we have in this state when I was youth leader, just to engage with our young persons and also know our leaders. I can tell you for a fact, without mentioning words, that Abdurrahman Akinsho is not a member of our party at any particular level and point. Now, in fact, speaking more to facts, you really understand that if, according to those of our party, before you can be said you are the chairman of a party at this state level, you must have used some years as a frontline member of the party. Mr. Chiki, let's speak to common sense, me and you. In this particular state, who was Rahman Akinsho in our state politics before we just had his name and he became
He might have just been a member of your
you
party.
cannot be a silent member, no. Yeah, and you want to become chairman. In fact, let me tell you, our current chairman, Honorable Dayo Ogumero, was a former vice chairman of a local government, he's saying local government, not a Tesfaji local government, was a supervisory councillor, used to be member of TESCOM, used to be a chairman of TESCOM, was a deputy chairman in Subeb, was a caretaker chairman of PDP in Southwest before he became state chairman of the PDP. If you go around and ask political players who go,
are you saying that Rahman Akinsho has no antecedents?
Antecedents. The only thing we know about him was that he teaches at the University of Ibadan.
He's a lecturer at the Department of Food Technology.
That's all we know about him.
That's all you know about him.
Politically, nothing.
But he's weakest man.
But I have been very involved. I've been very involved in politics in the Oyo State for about 2 decades now, about 20 years now. I can tell you that Akinsho sounds very, he's not familiar in the political space.
But he's weakest man.
So he cannot, no, he's not weakest man, it's Bolarum his man. I'm sure that Speaker doesn't have his phone number. It's Bolarum his man. And of course, imagine that Bolarum is your person. Very inconsistent in character.
Before we start doing that, let's set this context for our audience. For some time now, the PDP in Oyo State has had two visible groups, one led by Governor Seyi Makinde, and the other claiming to be the authentic leadership, led by former Deputy Governor, Barrister Hazim Bolarumi. Court cases, parallel ward congresses, and media war have followed. Yet, the 2027 election is just about 9 to 10 months away. People want to know who is the real PDP. What does Governor Makinde's bloc want? And how will the crisis affect the ordinary man who just wants good roads, light, and food on his table? So Michael Ogunshino in the studio this morning, in simple language, what is exactly the factional crisis in the PDP all about?
Well, politics will always be about interest, and sometimes in our attempt to aggregate interest, there might be conflicts. So what's actually happening is that interests have clashed, and there are conflicts, and that's where we are now. Unfortunately, we've not been able to reach reconciliation because the other party, that are also the dissidents, they've actually insisted to support.
You call them dissidents?
Dissidents, yes, that's what I call them. They've said they want to actually support Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu for a second term. And for us in the PDP, we honestly think that Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu is a failure, a colossal failure for that matter. And we don't want to reinforce failure at any level. So we're not going to play that particular script.
Well, talking about the crisis, how has the crisis so far affected the preparation of your bloc of the PDP in the 2027, for the 2027 elections? And then, are you not scared that the APC will capitalize on the division that you have right now in Oyo State to winning the election?
Okay, so number one, let me say something. One of our very popular voices in Oyo State, I don't want to mention his name here, made a post on his Facebook, said, Oyo State people, will you vote for whoever Seyi Makinde is supporting in 2027? And the question, you need to go and check the particular comment, the comment section. It's overwhelming. And you see, there is not a political party in Oyo State. Seyi Makinde is a political party here. Let me say it again.
Seyi Makinde is not registered on that.
Yes, but I'm saying that Seyi Makinde, okay, let me not call him political party. Let me call him the most popular political movement in this state. Okay. The Omi Tuntun wave. is so strong that we are the only ones that can say that we have already made voters that are actually a bloc. We have the pensioners with us, voting for whoever Sheyi Makinde is asking them to vote for. We have the teachers with us. We have the workforce with us. We have the youth and students with us. And this actually means just one thing, is that people have enjoyed our administration in the last 7 years. And they know that we mean well for them. They know that we are very serious, or very intentional, we are very deliberate about their growth, and they're not going to sacrifice that for anything. So again, will the PDP issues affect our preparation for 2027 elections? Let me tell you for a fact, people listening to us, and this is the fundamental truth, we are going to fight PDP to a logical point. We'll fight this PDP case until we are done. PDP is a serious political party. PDP will not die. PDP will not die. We will ensure that we take over PDP from charlatans and political comedians and people who are traders and people who want to deal, people who are dealers. We are going to take PDP from them. I'm very certain of that. But then you see, the balance here is that all we're trying to do that, if time does not permit us, what we can actually do is define a clean platform. We really have 51 candidates who are aspiring for elections. 1 governor, deputy governor, 32 assembly members and 14 here.
We're coming to the
alternative. Find a clean platforms.
Yeah, we're coming to the alternative for now. But you see, your critics have said that your bloc of the PDP is arrogant. It's so arrogant that you want to impose candidates on the people. How do you want to respond to that?
Okay, so how do you explain currently? Masu can tell you that candidate selection are actually going on across the local governments of Oyo State, right? And what they're actually trying to do is to say, sit down with your leaders. Leaders, agree on a consensus candidates. Bring somebody who is popular and can win elections for us, right? And all of these places, I can tell you that there is nowhere that Sheyi Makinde has intervened or interfered. Nowhere. Even his own appointees that want to contest elections. You've seen Dike Shogodoyin, you've seen him go out to engage people, right? You've seen Debo Gundoyin, you've seen him go out to engage people. You've seen Chief of Staff Ogunwuyi go out to engage people. A man that wants to impose a candidate will not allow people to go to particular
space. Have you even seen the local government chairman of Ibadan
Northeast?
Akintayo?
Yes. And that actually means that there is no imposition. Meet with the people, engage with the people.
But is that not showing a signal that every Tom, Dick and Harry can come out
because this is democracy.
And then say,
this is democracy. No. This is democracy.
Because there are no checks and balances.
No, this is democracy. Right?
Okay.
And there's a requirement to become governor. You have to be a party member, right? You have to be a financial member of a political party, right? You must have stayed in a particular party for a number of years before you can aspire. If you think that you are qualified. So, but you see, your aspiration does not mean you get the tickets now. Anybody can aspire. And we cannot stop it from doing this. We are not APC.
But in Nigeria, aspiration tends towards negotiation.
No, not in PDP. What is important is that we'll come to negotiate. We'll come to a point of consensus the day we agree. And there's a beautiful thing I've seen in the PDP. All of the aspirants, at least, I'm the PR of the party. I know all of them. They know me, and we some of have an unofficial agreement. And many of them, and all of their outings, their public events, they've been saying it that I have aspirations to be the governor, but whatever Sheyi Makinde says is final. If Sheyi Makinde says that this is where we are going to,
Sheyi Makinde is the godfather.
Sheyi Makinde is the leader of the party.
And he's the godfather.
No,
the same person who said he had no godfather.
Mr. Cheke, let's subject this matter to common sense again.
Yes.
The word godfather, I like us to also speak to it in context.
Okay.
I have a godfather.
Okay.
And I'm also a godfather to some persons. Let me say it in this regard. You've seen Sheyi Makinde mention many times that he visits Bayo Yoro to consult, to ask questions. You've seen Sheyi Makinde tell you that he goes to Baladoja to ask questions, right? You've seen Sheyi Makinde with many of our leaders, Baba Bodiamo, a lot of them like that, that the governor has a lot of respect for, Now, but look at the beautiful center that I love so much. Now, all of these leaders, Sheyi Makinde reveres them, respects them, honors them as leaders, right? Godfather in Nigerian political context is somebody that sits somewhere and rolls the chair and shakes the chair and say, come with the common patrimony of the people. Come with people resources, let us share it. With Sheyi Makinde, we don't have anybody like that. That is saying, Sheyi Makinde, co-worker, job. No, we don't have such persons. What we have is people who can guide, people who can offer advice, people who can give Seyi Makinde ideas on how to do things in a more effective way. See, what we are running in your states are not inclusive governments. We have elders, we have young persons, and that's why it looks like we have success. There's nobody. For example, look at Lagos State. Let me ask you one question: is Sanwo-Olu the leader of the APC in Lagos State? No. Even Sanwo-Olu cannot determine who his own councillor will be. His own councillor of his ward. Why? There's somebody that wrote on the chair and said, "No, we don't want you. You can go." We don't have such persons in your state. We don't have such characters in your state. And then we are saying that anybody that wants to take us back to those era, where a person on the chair and determines the destiny of people will not be allowed. Should not be allowed. Our focus now is primary, and it should be how do we ensure that this beautiful work of Seyi Makinde continues. Now, when Seyi Makinde finishes governance in 2027, let me tell you what will happen. Seyi Makinde will go back to his business. That is, if he does not have a national assignment bigger than that of the governor, right? So he will go back to his business. He has a thriving business. He's into oil and gas. He's the chairman of Macon Engineering, right? And he will go back to his business and be doing his life.
But of course, Macon Engineering will pay for this advert.
Sorry, I just said to me. Now, but you see, what is important is that he will go back to his business and offers guidance, mentorship, where necessary to the next governor. He's not the person that wants to say, bring money, let's share money. No, it's what happened under Seyi Makinde. He's a fine, and I've says that our side of the PDP is arrogant.
Yeah.
We're not arrogant, we are confident. We're very confident.
We are confident, even losing court cases.
No. We are very confident. Confident in the fact that, so whatever happens, right? Whatever happens, we're sure of what we have done for the people. Our primary deal is the people of Oyo State. Don't forget.
The populist view.
The last time I came here, I told you, I think it was myself and you on this show, I told you that sometimes politicians, we overrate our relative importance. Let me say it again, politicians, most times, we overrate our relative importance. Yes. We've forgotten the fact that we arrogate too much power to ourselves, forgetting the fact that the ultimate decider of who sits down on the throne are the people.
But why are politicians desperate to serve the people? This desperation of, I want to grab this ticket, knowing fully well that it is the people that are supposed to put them there. Exactly. They're supposed to go serve the people.
Exactly.
So why the desperation to serve?
And that's why Governor Seyi Makinde has said that, no, if you want to save, if you want to take over from me, please go. Go and mix the people. If people want you, I will choose you.
If the people want you,
I'll choose you.
I will choose you. Well, the chairman of the PDP in Oyo State, as recognized by INEC, Professor Abdulrahman Akionsho, laid a foundation of the crisis of the PDP. And he also affirmed Barrister Azeem Bolarumi as the leader of the party in Oyo State. Let's get back to the discussion with Abdulrahman Akionsho, Professor Abdulrahman Akionsho, on the agenda some days back, where he talked about the affirmation of the leader of the party in Oyo State, and also talking about the foundation of the crisis within the PDP in Oyo State. Has been the one causing all this division within the party. They call it the Wike remote control. How do you respond to that?
I don't know. I don't know how they are understanding. What is the genesis of this crisis?
Okay.
Some people at national level, they want to expunge some people, send people from the southeast out. They did convention. They want to do national convention. And they now said, look, Imo has not done, Bayelsa has not done, Abia has not done, and some other state. They ask all them to order. You can't do convention without all these states. It's in stages. You have
without states having state congresses.
But because of the interest that they want to send some people out of the party, and the leadership of the party, in their wisdom, led by the former Senate President, His Excellency Senator Bukola Saraki, advised that at this stage, let's go for caretaker. Let's resolve the internal crisis. Unfortunately, some people thought they can ignore the wisdom. They went ahead, and some people approached court. About 3% of people approached court to seek for their rights, and the court gave them very verdict that, look, suspend this thing. Another person former governor of Jigawa State, what is it now? I forgot his name now. He also went to court, said, look, I want to buy form. He went, you approached, and some people locked him out.
Talking about Lamido.
Sule Lamido, they locked him out. They did not allow him to buy form, and he went to court. And the court gave order, suspend this until all necessary things is
But
done.
there was also a counter judgment to that. Should your party problem be even taken to court? Is it not an internal affair?
No. One agreed.
Okay.
If I disagree with you, we can resolve it. But if at that stage of that resolution, I'm not pleased or you are not planning to listen to me, instead of going confrontational, we go to court to interpret law.
Okay.
And it was tested at the court of law. And the court made a pronouncement that it is not internal affair that cannot be made into by the court.
Okay. The foundation of the crisis you just laid down now.
That is it.
But like I said, when people have called you and your executives in Oyo State the Wike remote control, is Wike controlling you with a remote?
I don't understand.
You're dancing to the tune of the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, who happened to be conferred at the last convention, the leader of the PDP.
There must be a leader. There must be a leader.
Okay.
In Oyo State, Governor Makinde is the leader of his group.
Okay,
Of his group.
So who is the leader of your own group?
Azim Bolarumi is the leader.
Is the leader of your
He's
group?
the leader of the group now, de facto leader of the group now.
Okay. Well, that's Professor Abdulrahman Akinyosho, the factional chairman of the PDP, who happens to be recognized by INEC there in Oyo State. You just listen to him now.
Before you say that somebody is a chairman of a political party, there are some parameters that you must use. Number one, where is the office located? You invited me here as what? The PDP spokesperson in Oyo State,
Publicity
right?
secretary.
So let's ask, who is the spokesperson, this other group? Where is the office located, right? Everybody in Oyo State knows our office. Omoku Mustafa House, opposite First Bank, Okeado Ibadan. That's how our office is at, Abi. Our former office, number 280, Obafemi Awolowo, Molete Ibadan, opposite UBA Bank, right? So I'm saying that. Where is the office located?
They're looking for an
Who is
office
there?
space.
No, wait.
They're looking for an office
According to INEC,
Yeah.
before you can even call yourself a political party, you must have a physical
But
office.
they meet,
in
according
at
to
least
him,
two-thirds
they
of the
meet,
state.
the last discussion we had during that interview, they meet at the residence of the party leader, Azim Bolarumi,
So that is a party secretariat.
for now, until they get a judgment.
Anyways, Rahman Akinyosho is a charlatan. He's a very funny.
You call him a charlatan?
He's a comedian, and it's very funny that somebody who claims to be a professor can actually subject his intelligence to be rubbished by people whose IQ is very motor packed out. But unfortunately, it's disturbing that this is where politics has gone to. That even those who we call brilliant and refined have chosen to identify with riffraffs and rogues and people whose antecedent is that of illegality, you know. And that's where the issue is for me. I don't have issue with PDP being factionalized. It is politics. We are playing.
But you
politics.
agree with him laying that foundation of the crisis?
No, I don't agree with him.
Okay.
I don't agree with him because, like I told you before, Rahman Akinyosho is not a party member. You know, they brought for this church job, and if you're not a party member, you cannot understand where we are and how we got to this place. This PDP matter did not start last year. Remember, they started in November 2024 when the Samaya went to contest for Imo State governorship election, right?
Yeah.
And they resigned as PDP secretary. He went for the election. He lost woefully. Came back to the position where you have resigned from. That's the gist of this issue. Remember that this actually issue started when Iyorchia he does not understand it. He does not know anything. When Iyorchia was forced to resign as chairman of the party, and Damagum became acting national chairman. Those were the clever foundation of the issue, not this constitution that we have. So this one is not a party member. He does not know anything. This one, he does not know anything. He's unintelligent.
Well, let's go on this break. When we come back, more interesting talking points, and then I'll get to read your messages or your questions on the app X. Stick around. Don't go away. Still the agenda. right, welcome back from that short break. Well, it is time to hear from you, the people of Oyo State. We have received dozens of messages. Michael Ogunshino is here in the studio. There's this message from Mr. Debayo from Ogbomoso. It says, "Good morning, sirs. The crisis is making PDP look unserious. If you truly love the party, why not reconcile before 2027 so we don't lose the state to APC?" That's you want to react to that?
Yes. Number
That's from
one,
Mr.
we
Debayo.
cannot. Oyo State be listening to us. Number one, let me assure you that we will not. This state will not go to the APC. It is not possible. It is not possible. We will not allow that. We will resist that with everything.
With everything?
Everything.
That's a threat.
Yes, we will resist with everything. This state.
So what are the parameters you are going to use to resist?
That's what I'll tell you. Number one of the things we're going to do is that we're going to present credible candidates on the Seyi Makinde side. And that does not necessarily mean that they would contest on the platform of PDP. I said it that with the way things are going, if we want to fight PDP, we want to take that party back from these hijackers. That's the goal for us. But you see, you understand that we have.
Do you have time?
We don't have time. We're saying that while we sort that issue, if you've not yet sorted it, and at the time candidature is closing, right? We're not foolish. We can now create, we can find a new platform, a neat and clean platform for the 51 people to run. No, while we go ahead with the issues on the PDP. But I can assure you that we're not living the PDP.
Yeah, hold on, Mike. Now you're bringing up another perspective to this.
Yes.
Time is not on your party's side.
Yes.
Time is not on the bloc side.
Yes, sir.
So if eventually you don't get a favorable response from the Supreme Court, what would be the next line of action?
I told you, now it's simple.
You're going to another party?
Wait, so we will not.
Okay.
Don't forget that this is not the first time we're having a similar issue. We've had this issue before now. The Alimadu Sheriff and McAfee. Nobody left to buy for another. Only Alimadu Sheriff left. Only Alimadu Sheriff left. Do you get it?
So what will happen?
So I'm saying that this is politics. There'll be alignment and realignment in politics. But I can promise you that we will not be on the same page with Tinubu. That one.
So is the governor looking at the ADC or the NDC?
No. I'm telling you that what is important for us is that we'll find a clean platform for our 51 people to contest. Just
A
14
clean
hours of
platform?
A clean platform, yes.
Okay. What platform is clean right now in Nigeria?
That is free from all of the encumbrances orchestrated by the ruling party. We're going to have a clean platform for our people to run. And once we're done, but we're still going to go ahead with this PDP issue. Now, so again, speaking to that particular question, is it the NDC or the ADC or the SDP? And I can tell you also, my people, that decisions have not been made. On the last 7 years, everything we have done with the PDP in Oyo State, we've done it together. Together with you, we've run these states. And when decisions are going to be made, we'll consult widely, and you, our people, you're going to be carried along in our next decision. But now, decisions have not yet been made.
Is there likely to be a decision made anytime soon?
Well, it depends on if you are not able to sort the PDP issue on time. If we sort it out, as I speak to you, there's a hearing today. Supreme Court hearing today. We are hopeful that within the next 7 days, we'll be called for the judgment, and the decisions will be made after that.
All right. There's also this message from Mrs. Funke from Ibadan North. She says, as a market woman, I don't care about factions. I just want the person who will continue the road projects and give us cheap food. What guarantee does your bloc give?
Continuity of Governor Seyi Makinde's good works. This woman have actually experienced good life under Seyi Makinde, has experienced security of lives and property, has experienced better economic advantage under Seyi Makinde. As a matter of fact, this particular woman probably has children in school that have enjoyed the good works of Governor Seyi Makinde. And one thing we are assuring you is that whoever Seyi Makinde is presenting, will work closely with every needed person to work closely with our stakeholders at the state to ensure that we continue the human work of our dear governor.
There are so many people coming
I can assure you.
There are so many people coming
A lot. I think about 13, 14 now.
You are an insider in the party.
I am. A major one.
A major insider.
Yes.
So you have to tell us the truth today, right?
I will.
Okay.
I'll tell you the truth.
Who is the governor considering?
Everything I will tell you is when I've known the truth.
So who is the governor considering to succeed here?
One of these aspirants. I can tell you that one of the guys that you are saying And one of these guys that I was saying, one of them will be the candidates.
There is a face already.
Their faces currently.
You are a
who
major
contesting.
stakeholder in the party.
Major
So
one.
you know the face.
I don't know the face yet.
You don't know the face yet? The
And
governor is
even-
keeping you in the dark? Is
and
that
even-
what it means?
And even if I know, I'm not privy to, even though I'm privy to it, I'm not permitted to say it publicly yet.
But you know, but you're not saying it in public yet. You know the face already. Not that you don't know the face. All right? There are many people that left the ruling APC for the PDP and they joined Engineer Seyi Makinde. Is any of them the face of the party come 2026?
Yeah, you will know in the next 2-3 weeks now. In the next 2 weeks, you will know the candidate face of
So
the
it has
candidate.
been determined already.
In the next 2-3 weeks, you know the face of candidate.
So you're telling us it's been determined already.
It's not something to all of the candidates.
why don't
all
you
of the
tell these
aspirants-
other
no.
aspirants
See,
to back down?
Let me tell you, in politics, 24 hours is too long. Nothing is completely assured in politics. Even the face that I know can change.
Even the face you know.
Can't change. Because what is important is the fact that we are consulting. In fact, one of the things that are delayed the announcement till now is that we are doing wide consultations. Is this person going to be acceptable by people of Oyo State? Does this person have the mental capacity, the brilliance, the intelligence, and the wisdom to continue from where Seyi Makinde will be stopping? So we're trying to do wide consultations. And while consulting, things may come up. And until we are done with our very thorough engagement, we'll not announce a candidate yet.
Okay. There is a certain Saheed Fijabi who left the APC and joined the PDP.
Yes.
Now, he was the chairman of the Oyo at 50.
Yes.
Is he going to be compensated for joining the party and even chairing that Oyo at 50 by giving him the ticket?
Oyo at 50 is not the political program. It's not a PDP program.
But
Oyo at 50 is for Oyo State government, and for Fijabi is an Oyo State indigene.
Yeah.
So we're just beckoned on to come and serve his state, and that's all.
So why did you single him out of all the APC guys? You singled him out.
No, there are a lot of them. That particular committee.
Yeah.
Don't forget that we did a lot in that particular committee.
Okay.
And people played different roles.
So tell me how many APC members are part of that committee?
Let me tell you. I'm also aware that we have people who are not politicians in that committee. A lot of persons, one of politicians are part of that committee. In fact, in that particular committee, maybe just 1 or 2 persons actually have political interest. Maybe 1 or 2. The other persons are not our party members. They are not even any party member. They are just there. And the reason we brought in Fijabi is that so people understand that it's not a completely PDP affair. What is important for us to do to Oyo at 50 is to showcase our state and to thank God for how he has helped us. So speaking again to available facts that you cannot deny, at the Oyo at 50, Florence Ajimobi came. She's not a PDP member.
She was an awardee.
Well, he was there. She was
an awardee.
Adelabu,
she was not a member of a committee.
Abdul Wahid Adelabu came.
He was not a member of a committee.
Yeah, he came to honor you at 50. He's not a PDP member, right? SSG to the Federation, to Jakume came. He's not a PDP member. You had a lot of persons from other political parties that came and identified with the state.
How many of them were members of the committee?
No. So, say for example, I just told you that the committee doesn't have. It's not a political committee.
Okay.
So you don't expect it to have many politicians there.
So after you have
Saheed
50,
Fijabi,
Saheed Fijabi eventually threw in his heart
to
contest for governor under the PDP.
He has every right to. He has every right to join any party he wants to join. In Nigeria, there's freedom of association.
Let me ask you, how do you wood your position to the PDP?
Wait, let me tell you. Don't forget that apart from Saheed Fijabi, you have Bimbo Adekombi.
Bimbo Adekombi too.
Yes,
the former commissioner of finance, second term of Ajimobi.
Yes, was actually the.
He's also wanting to contest as governor.
As governor. So what I'm saying to you is simple.
Is he the
I'm
face?
saying that we have a lot of persons.
Is he the face?
I just told you that the first will be reviewed in 3 weeks. Just take
in
it
3 weeks.
Just take it easy.
21 days.
21
Let's
days.
get to Alhaji Rashid
you know
from Oyo Town. He says the other faction says they have the original executives. If the court finally rules against you, will your bloc accept the verdict or still claim to be PDP?
When we go to that bridge, you'll cross it. It's not my decision. We have leaders in the party that would actually give us the direction on the way to go when we go to that particular bridge.
But
for now,
he has a conditional question there. He says, if the court finally rules against you, against your bloc, will your bloc accept the verdict or still claim the PDP?
So I'm saying that I've answered. I said that is not mine to answer. We have leaders in the party, And the head of that particular leadership is Governor Seyi Makinde. When we get to that bridge, we'll cross it. After the party
should have a plan right now.
If the party,
there should be a contingency plan.
If the party says that when we are done, we are very hopeful. We are very, we trust the judiciary that they will do what is right. We are very hopeful that we will win at the Supreme Court. But even if we not, because life, nothing is short. Now, even if we do not win the Supreme Court, I can tell you for a fact that decisions will be made, and when those decisions are made, we'll communicate that to the public.
All right, Engineer Femi from Ibadan Southeast is saying the circular road is a game changer, but if the party is divided, contractors may fear coming to work. How are you reassuring investors?
Again, so the number one way to reassure investors is that whoever Seyi Makinde is backing for governorship, support the person. I used to people, whoever Seyi Makinde is backing for governor, support the person. It actually means that Seyi Makinde has seen that this person is intelligent enough and magnanimous enough to continue from where I've stopped. That is the only way to reassure investors. So I'm telling people that if Seyi Makinde has done, no, that is not imposing. No, see, Oyo State voters are too smart. They are very intelligent. They know what they are doing. And they know that Seyi Makinde has done well for them, right? And they trust him so much to say, Your Excellency, anywhere you are going, I don't know, you are going together. One of the vehicles that I own is a branded vehicle. Sometimes I drive it. And people, old people, aged people, young people, youth, they will ask me to wait. They will park my vehicle and say, and start raining blessings on Governor Seyi Makinde. And part of the blessing they will say is that anybody that wants Oyo State to go back to Egypt, God will take them from there. Whoever the person is, doesn't matter if you are a coronated king or not. Anybody that wants to take Oyo State back to Egypt, God will deal with them. It doesn't matter who you are.
I have a message on YouTube. It says here, the idea of Omitutu 3.0 is a ridicule to the people of Oyo State. It clearly shows the governor wants to cover his tracks. There's something they are hiding. What are you hiding?
Okay. Omitutu 3.2, the source of the fresh waters.
3.0. That's
fresh.
imposition.
No,
First of all, Omitutu 3.0 is imposition.
No, Omitutu is fresh waters.
Does it mean whoever is coming out to become governor has no brand?
I want to explain to you. Omitutu means fresh waters, right? And sometimes every water must come from a source.
Okay.
Right? So what we have done is to hide our source in God, the Almighty. To say, that's what we are hiding now. We are saying, God, please keep this source for us. We want to ensure that from this particular source, we keep bringing fresh waters. That is enough to fill Oyo State people's thirst. So again, answering a particular question that there's the next person coming does not have a brand. See what, let me tell you, 3 or 4 persons who are aspiring for governors. And my friend, my very dear friend, and brother, and leader, Right Honorable Speaker of Oyo Assembly, is running for governor. Adebo Ogundoyin is running for governor. And then his brand is Ibega Oyo, Omitutu 3.0. Now, Omitutu 3.0 does not actually mean that the next guy does not have a brand. It means that it brings a consciousness of continuity. Do you get it? While you have your brand, you must understand that this fresh water has been flowing since 2019, and that water must not stop. Do you get it? So you can now say, okay, that water has been flowing through this particular way. Let us channel this here. Let's take it here. But everybody. But what we are not joking with, what we are not going to tamper with, what we are not going to toy with, is the source of that water, and which is God. And for people asking what we are hiding, we are hiding the source of that water, and that is God. And God the Almighty is the source behind the fresh waters.
Before I go to the next question from Pastor John, who is sending his message from Shaki, I want to ask you this question. Why did your party accept an individual who contested election as governor in Ogun State, and now he's in Oyo State, joined your party, and now wants to contest as governor in Oyo State? Are you not questioning such a character?
No, we have. So I have actually, I didn't study law, but because I'm a politician, and a very loud mouth for that matter. So I'm a friend to the court. I go out to court very well, and that has made me love reading. I still cannot be a lawyer. I don't want to be a lawyer, but I love Nigerian law system, and I've actually studied the constitution. And there is nowhere, Mr. Shuki, there is nowhere in our law that says that you cannot run. I'm sure that talking about this person, speaking about Mr. Olufemi Ajadi Oguntoyinbo. Yeah, so there is, what he has done is not illegal. It is not alien to the law of Nigeria. It is not lawless. It is permissible in the laws of the nation. And like you have said it many times, that his mother is from Ogun State. So of course, he was born in Ogun State, but his father is from Osengire in Egbeda local government. You know, and even people have come out to say, we know his father actually. His father was this, his father was that. His father had this tattoo before he died. We know him very well. We know his ancestry. We know his forefathers. And he has traced his own back to Ibadan. How's that a problem?
Okay.
You know, so for example, you know, if you want to lay claim to that, you really must understand that just yesterday something happened in this country. Something very funny happened in this country. Senator Yayi, who was a senator twice in Lagos State, right? Went back to Ogun to run for Senate and won the election. While he was serving as a senator in Lagos, while he was serving as a senator of another particular state, went to Ogun to run for Senate and won the election, and now he has been chosen as a candidate for governor. Abba. So what is good for Yayi is bad for Ajadi. That's saying. I'm not saying it's the face.
So I'm not looking at.
I'm not saying it's the face. I'm saying that what is good for the goose.
My perspective is not on his. It's not based on his lineage.
Ancestry.
That's not where I'm going to. I'm looking at the confusion of the individual. So if you hand him a mantle of office, don't you think he will be confused?
Oh, you probably go to Osun this time around.
Because Ogbeni Rauf Aregbesola was a commissioner in Lagos State and also went to contest as governor.
Femi was an essay to Tinubu. He was a senator in
That's not an
State.
issue. I'm not talking about the lineage.
Yes.
I'm looking at the character of confusion.
Like Yayi.
Pastor John from Shaki is saying, the Bible says, a house divided cannot stand. What practical steps of reconciliation is Governor Makinde's bloc taking right now? Not just talk.
Okay, so let me tell you, we are not reconciling with Wike faction.
Okay, that's basic.
That is truth. We are not reconciling with them.
That's exclusive.
We are not reconciling with them. We are not reconciling with them. They have said it many times that they want to support Tinubu for second term. We are not for Tinubu's second term. In fact, we are campaigning vehemently, seriously against Tinubu's second term ambition. So there is no point for reconciliation. We are not. Our interests do not align currently. Do not align. So we are not reconciling with them. And you see, talking about reconciliation, you really must understand that if the winner must be magnanimous in victory, the loser must be humble in defeat.
Word. Do you have any message of succor for the teaming members of your block of the PDP?
So one of the things that that I speak to you, our party members, everywhere that we meet, I tell you all the time that we have not failed the people of Oyo State. Our deal, our pact with the people of Oyo State is to ensure that we give them good governance. Is to ensure that they have dividends of democracy. And in the last 7 years, that's what we have done. We have shown capacity. Our leaders have shown intelligence. They have shown that they are very intentional, they are very deliberate about leadership in this particular state. And our pact has actually redefined Oyo State from poverty to prosperity. What is important for us at this particular point is to continue to support Governor Seyi Makinde and his decisions, which I believe will lead us to the El Dorado that we actually desire. That good place Oyo State needs to be. I can trust you that Seyi Makinde and his team will lead us there. Please don't lose faith in Governor Seyi Makinde. Don't lose faith in the PDP. Don't lose faith in whatever it is we're doing, and you can be sure that the future is very bright. Thank you.
All right, before we wrap it up on the agenda, there's an issue that came up this morning. And there's a letter circulating on social media. A letter written by the Chief Whip of the Oyo State House of Assembly, Honorable Gbenga Oyèkọ́lá. Have you seen that letter? Now, is there an impeachment move against the governor of Oyo State?
Okay, so and this is going to be the first and the last place I'll talk about this. So it's exclusive too.
Exclusive.
So let me tell you what happened. The Olubad of Badoland called Right Honorable Speaker
The Speaker of the Oyo State House of Assembly.
to leave the PDP and go to the APC to collect House of Reps tickets for Ido Badakwa East, which the Speaker vehemently declined and said, no, I'm not interested. And after some time, Madam Florence Ajimobi, who has promised war, remember, who has promised war in this state, invited the Speaker to his home in Lagos to meet the President and actually asked him to ruffle the governor, that they should disturb the governor and ruffle the governor through
Do you have facts to all these claims?
Facts.
Okay.
To also ruffle the assembly. Fortunately, the Speaker, being a fine gentleman, who understands the fact that Seyi Makinde has done nothing to deserve such from the assembly, declined and says he's not interested in that. And they offered him money, a lot of money, in tune of 8 figures, and he actually rejected that particular money. And it became a news item, and people have been saying a lot. I can tell you for a fact that the Oyo State Assembly this morning has issued a particular statement to say that that accusation of impeachment is baseless. It is a noise spread by the APC, and I can tell you for a fact that there is no such thing as impeachment. Governor Seyi Makinde and his 32 lawmakers are on the same page, especially the 27 that are from the PDP. They are on the same page. We are working closely together to deliver Oyo State of our dreams.
So now you saying this is now clear. You're giving us a picture
Yes,
of
the
what
picture,
is
and
really
the picture is that
happening.
Mrs. Ajimobi wants to, Oyo State people, Mrs. Ajimobi wants to impeach your governor. We will not allow her.
Okay.
Gobara Doja wants Speaker to leave
Okay.
the PDP
So-
to the APC. We will not allow him.
So you've given us this picture.
Yes.
And now